What's up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Jess Nicole here. If you are new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And in today's video, as I'm sure you can tell, we are going to be talking about my mistakes that I made when I first started working out, things that I wish I knew before I started working out, things that I wish that I knew before I began my fitness journey. So, if you have clicked on this video, you already are doing better than I was when I first started my fitness journey. So I first started my fitness journey in the summer of 2014. And I'm not sure if you guys remember, but in 2014, fitness wasn't as talked about as it is now. So now we have Instagram, we have YouTube, we have so many different platforms, so many different sources where we can get so much knowledge. And when I first started my fitness journey, first of all, I didn't know I was starting my fitness journey when I did. I didn't know that me going to the gym one day with a friend was going to turn into a lifestyle for me, but it did, and I'm so grateful that it did. When I first started, I never did the research. A lot of my fitness journey was just trial and error. It was a lot of me trying things out, seeing what works for me, changing up, doing research when I feel like something isn't working for me. So I'm here just to make that process a little bit easier for you guys. I'm going to be dropping a bunch of gems, things that you should know as a beginner in the gym, things that are truly going to help you knowing before you even get into your fitness journey. So be sure to subscribe to my channel and be sure to follow me on my socials at the Jess Nicole, at Jess Right Fitness on Instagram. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so with all that being said, the first gem that I have for you is that diet matters. Oh my goodness, you guys, I cannot stress this enough. When they say abs are made in the kitchen, no one is lying to you. And I know it sucks so much, and still, even to this day, I struggle with my diet and with trying to eat clean and trying to eat healthy, and there's just so much that goes into it. So it really depends on like what it is you're going, what are your body goals? Because if you're bulking, you have to be eating a certain calorie surplus. If you're cutting, you have to be eating a certain calorie deficit. So these are things that I never knew. I used to think that in order to gain weight, all you had to do was eat. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I first started my fitness journey, I was eating like crap. I was eating Doritos. I was eating a whole bag of Doritos. I was eating Big Macs. In my head, in my brain, I just needed food. I just needed calories. I just needed meat. And that's not the case, guys. Please, please, please do your research. And honestly, I'll elaborate more on that in another video. But in today's video, we're just talking about things that I wish I knew. But just know your diet is so important. Food is fuel. So if you're trying to cut, if you're trying to lose weight, don't think that you have to starve yourself, that you have to only eat salads, that you have to eat this certain way in order to look a certain way. You need to honestly do your research and figure out what's gonna work for you. Talk to a nutritionist, talk to a dietitian, talk to a personal trainer who can help you get on a plan that's really gonna help you and help you to get closer to your goals. So one mistake that I made when I first started my fitness journey was I used to think that all meat was good protein meat. I used to eat salads every single day, and I would always throw bacon on top of my salads. I'd throw bacon, onions, just a whole bunch of crap. That really isn't good for me. Now that I know, 8 years later, all protein isn't good protein. Stop eating pork. And of course, you know, I'm not a vegan, so I'm not gonna advocate for veganism, but guys, pork is so bad for you. And if you are trying to lean out, if you're trying to really look a certain tight cut way, you can't just eat any kind of protein. That also brings me to, you have to do your research. What protein is gonna work for you? Do you need to be taking whey protein? Do you need to be taking vegan protein, plant-based protein, mass gaining protein? There's so many things out there. Nutrition is just such a broad subject that I can't even touch on it in just one segment. So that's honestly gonna be another video for another day. But to just cut it short to you guys, please do not skip the nutrition part of working out. Don't think that you can just go to the gym and lift heavy and go and eat however, and you're gonna reach your goals, because that's not how it's gonna happen. I hate to break it to you, but it ain't gonna work like that. Okay guys, so that brings me to our next topic. Do not ego lift. This is something that people make such a huge mistake when they start their fitness journey, and I've heard so many different stories about it. I was like that too. When I first started working out, all I used to do is squat. I didn't know how to do anything else other than squat. I literally used to go to the gym and I would just do 10 reps, like probably 6 to 10 sets of just squats. Each time I would just add more weight, add more weight. I had this goal in my head that I wanted to just be able to put 45 plates on the barbell and squat that. I thought that made me such a badass, made me such a superwoman. When I used to see women do that, I used to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be like that. That's called ego lifting, okay? So I say all that to say that more weight is not impressive. form is. And when I say that, it's because I was putting so much weight on the barbell to the point where I wasn't even doing a full squat. This is what I was doing. So imagine me, I got all this weight on a barbell, right? And I'm trying to squat, I'm feeling good. I got these big old 45 pounds on there, and I go to squat. This is what I did. This is what I used to do. That is not a squat. That is not a full squat. And I used to squat like that because it was too heavy. If I went down too low, I wasn't gonna get back up. That is called ego lifting. Please do not do that. Do not make the same mistake I did. Work on your form. Do 20 reps of a light weight. Just make sure your form is right. Form is so much more important than lifting extra weight, because in the end, working on your form is gonna get you the results that you want. You're gonna be able to lift heavier, and you're not gonna hurt yourself. When it comes to form, if you're not doing it right, there's such a high chance of you injuring yourself, or such a high chance of you overusing a certain muscle to the point of where you end up hurting yourself. So guys, please do not make the same mistake I did. Do not ego lift. Start light, start with your reps, start with your form, and really get into tune with what your body needs, and then slowly start to add weight after that. Moving on to our next point. Do not compare yourself, ladies. I know it is so hard as a woman, especially in the gym, to compare ourselves to the next woman. And this is something that it's taken me years. Now that I'm 8 years into my fitness journey, I don't do it anymore. But when I first started and I was, a skinny little girl, I used to look at girls next to me and be like, oh, well, she's lifting that much, so I'm gonna lift that much too. I'm gonna try and lift that much too. I see her doing these workouts, I'm gonna try and do that too. Or I'd look at a woman and I'd be like, wow, like she's so fit, her butt is so big. How does she get her butt to look like that, but my butt doesn't look like that? Stop it. Just stop it, guys. Do not compare yourself. We are all on our own fitness journey. I still am to this day not even where I want to be in my fitness journey. I'm constantly improving. I'm constantly learning new information, and you will too. You will too. Things are always going to change. New supplements are going to come out. New workouts are going to come out. New equipment is going to come out. Your fitness journey is a forever evolving thing, so accept that, love that, give it care, nourish that. Another reason you don't want to compare yourself is because genetics plays a huge role in the way our bodies form. I have always had wide hips, and I have friends who are like, Jess, how do you have such wide hips? How do you get your hips like that? How do you get your body to look like that? Even when I was skinny, I still had hips. Even when I was skinny, I still had that figure. Like, it's just a matter of I put muscle into it. So that's why I look like I do now. Say all that to say, just don't compare yourself. You're gonna end up driving yourself crazy, asking yourself why you don't look like this, asking the universe and God why your body doesn't look like this, why you've been in the gym so long but you still don't look like this. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Save yourself that trouble. Love your body, love yourself, love your own fitness journey, and be patient. Be patient with yourself, okay? All right, so moving on to our next point. Upper body is balanced, ladies. Upper body is good. Work your upper body. Don't be afraid that you're gonna grow these big, huge muscles and you're gonna look like Hulk. Upper body is balanced. What I mean by that is, when I first started working out, all I used to do was squats. All I used to do was legs. I didn't even do abs. I didn't do anything but legs. And it got to a point of where I finally started to work out my shoulders, work out my triceps, work out my biceps, work out my core, and I started to see the results that I wanted. So I want to just tell you guys to just go ahead and take advantage. Before you get 8 years into your fitness journey, you need to know the upper body is good to work. Upper body is balanced. You want to be strong overall. You want to have a strong upper body so that it can balance out your lower body. Every woman wants beautiful legs. We want sexy, strong, muscular legs. We want a big butt. We want a slim waist. But when I tell you guys, working out your upper body is gonna give you that. It's gonna help you get that balance. Working out your upper body, your back, I preach this all the time. Working out your back is gonna give you a broader look on your shoulders, which is in return gonna give you that slimmer looking waist. Like, if you look at my back, I've actually got a pretty big back. I didn't used to look like this. I used to have a really skinny back. I started working out my back and I started to see the results that I wanted. Muscle is always gonna burn fat. So if you're ever worried about, that bra bulge or any arm fat, any belly fat, work your upper body. That balance is gonna give you what you're looking for. Don't be afraid of these weights. Don't be afraid of these dumbbells. Don't be afraid to pick up a weight and do curls, do bicep curls, do shoulder presses. Like, get that full body looking good, girl. You want that, trust me. Believe me, I've been there. I've been you. Trust. The next point that I want to make is, ladies, please train your body in other aspects. Lifting is not everything. Yes, it feels amazing to be able to do these heavy squats and these heavy deadlifts, but yeah, you can lift, but can you run a mile? Yeah, I can lift, but how fast can I run? How high can I jump? How am I flexible? Do I have a full range of motion? So just train in all other aspects. Don't just focus on lifting, on growing. You really, and you're gonna learn this, because I learned this the hard way. It took me years to really see that training in other aspects is gonna get you the results that you're looking for. It's gonna help your body overall. It's gonna help strengthen you. It's gonna help tone you. It's gonna help your range of motion. Range of motion is so important. That's a whole video for another segment. But I say all that just to make sure that you're not only focusing solely on lifting. Make sure you're doing, I started doing yoga classes, do flexibility classes, do kickboxing classes. Your body is going to thank you when it feels that full ability to be able to do athletic things in other areas. Next big point is to stretch. You guys, take those rest days. I'm going back to my story of how I used to go into the gym and just squat. So I would go into the gym Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, didn't know how to do anything else. My legs would be sore for Monday, but on Tuesday I said, fuck that, I gotta get these gains, and I would go back in there and squat again, 100 squats, heavy squats, just killing my legs. And it took me years, again, to learn that it is so important to take rest days. And not just rest days, guys. I never used to stretch. I never used to foam roll. I never used to do Epsom salt baths. I never used to get massages. Now, that is a part of my daily routine, my weekly, monthly routine. I know if I'm in the gym Monday through Friday, I'm gonna use Saturday and Sunday to do some kind of self-care regimen. So guys, so one thing that I wish that I knew starting out is how important it is to rest and recover, how important it is to get a massage, how important it is to stretch. Ooh, I could do a whole video on stretching, because ladies, stretching is everything. If you aren't stretching, you're not giving your body a full range of motion. If you're wondering why your squats aren't getting deeper, you're wondering why you're not able to jump as high, it's because you're not stretching. It's because you're not giving your body a full range of motion like you should be. Make sure you're giving your body rest. Make sure you're giving your body that self-care that it needs. You can't just beat your body up all the time, and that's something that I didn't know starting out, but now I know. You have to give your muscles time to recover, so that when they recover, they can lift even better and you can work even stronger. So don't be like me, be better than me. And the next gym I have for y'all, it's gonna hurt my feelings a little bit. Cardio is your friend. Do not look at cardio as you're losing weight or you're burning extra calories. Cardio is so good for you. And I so badly wish that I knew this starting out. So that's why I'm putting it in you guys' head. My goal when I started my fitness journey was just to gain weight. To gain weight, to get a big butt, to get thick legs. I never did cardio, never, not before my workout, not after my workout. Now here I am 8 years later, I'm a little bit fluffier than I was when I first started, and I do cardio way more than I ever did, and I'm actually so mad at myself that it took me this long to know this. But guys, cardio is so important. Not only is it great for your heart, great for your health, it's good for your endurance. When you're doing squats and you're on that 10th rep and you really want to hit 15, but something in your body is just saying, no, I can't hit that 15th rep. Doing cardio is going to give your body that endurance. It's going to give your muscles that endurance to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep going longer. Cardio is going to help you lean out. Of course, not everybody wants a lean body, but if that's your goal, cardio is going to do it for you. Cardio is going to help you slim down. It's going to help you lean out. It's going to help you burn that fat that you keep looking at in the mirror and going, I don't like that part about my body. Baby, do some cardio. Do some cardio and you will see the difference. Please trust me, because I never did it. I never did it until now, and now I'm finally doing it, and I'm having to do more now because I didn't do it back then. So don't be like me. Take my advice. Do cardio. I know it sucks, I hate running, but don't look at it as burning calories or losing weight. Look at it as keeping your body in shape. Look at it as keeping your body in shape, keeping your heart healthy, keeping your muscles strong and stable. So take my advice, or run that mile. If y'all are wondering why I keep moving around in every single video, it's because I'm trying this new style, this new vlog style, where I give you a little bit more engagement, a little bit more action, a little bit more variety in my background. So let me know what you think. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. So the next one is mind-muscle connection. Oh my goodness. And I know y'all can see me back here. You see the camera set up? Anyways, mind-muscle connection. I didn't know what mind-muscle connection is until probably 4 years into my fitness journey. And guys, if I knew what mind-muscle connection was off gate, off rip, from the front, from the jump, I would have a way bigger butt way back then. So guys, mind-muscle connection, of course, if you don't know what mind-muscle connection is, it's literally what it sounds like. It's you connecting with your muscles mentally. So oftentimes we lift and we get so involved and so caught up in how we're lifting, how much we're lifting, pushing through that lift, that we're not actually engaging our muscles and thinking, okay, let me feel my glutes when I squat. Let me feel my shoulders when I press. Let me feel my chest when I bench press. So I just had to make sure I touched on that for you guys, because mind-muscle connection can seriously change your world. If you're working out and you're not seeing results, oftentimes mind-muscle connection could be why. I'm not saying that is why, but that could always be a factor, because if you're not engaging those muscles, then what are you lifting for? You're lifting just to lift. You're not lifting to engage and activate your muscles. And mind-muscle connection also kind of goes back into activation. So nowadays I actually do glute activation. If I'm going to the gym and I know I want to do like a glute pump day, I know I want to get my booty looking good, I got to do glute activation exercises. Granted, that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day, and I'll probably touch onto that one day. But glute activation, or even just warming up, the whole point of mind-muscle connection is just to get your muscles engaged, to get your muscles awake, to get your muscles working with you and not just for you. You want to think about your movements. You want to think about the contraction of your muscle, because I promise you that is going to make your muscles so much stronger. It's going to lift so much more heavy, and it's just going to give you a way better workout. So mind-muscle connection is something I didn't know when I first started working out, but I hope that I can help you guys to know more about it. All right, so my next gym for you guys is do not pay too much attention to the scale. We live in a freaking society where people are always constantly asking you about numbers, about weight, about the scale. And it's taken me actually probably 7 years to actually get to this point. When I started doing my juice cleanses, y'all know about that. When I started doing my juice cleanses and I started to kind of take pictures of my body, that's when I started noticing a difference. And I see that you can't pay too much attention to a scale, because muscle weighs more than fat. So while the scale might say that you weigh 160 pounds and you feel like you've done so much work and you've done all this in the gym, yet you're still at this weight, that's because your muscle is taking over. That's because you're gaining muscle. It's gonna weigh more than what it does. So that's why I just say, don't pay so much attention to the scale. What I do instead is I take progress pictures, and a lot of people will tell you this, a lot of trainers will tell you this. Take pictures, because the scale is really just a number. It's really just your weight, but that's not really what you look like, if that makes sense. So what pictures are gonna do is I take pictures from the front, I take pictures from the side, I take pictures from the back, and I compare. Obviously, don't take a picture every freaking day. You're not gonna see results after one day. But I like do them quarterly or do them monthly, and you will see those results. You'll start to see that your stomach is starting to get a little bit flatter. You'll start to see that your butt has a little bit more of a curve to it. But the scale is not going to tell you that. So I say all that to say, just don't get so caught up in the numbers game of working out. Again, it is your own fitness journey. So even for me, I have a goal that I just want to lean out. I don't even have a certain number in mind. I have a number in my head that I know I would probably look really good at, but I'm not pressed about the number. I'm not pressed that if I don't hit this number that I'm considered fat, or that I haven't hit my goal. I'm more so just looking at my body and seeing, do I look the way I want to look? Am I confident in the way I look? So I say all that to say, just don't pay too much attention to the scale. Do you, boo? Do you? Okay, so my next gym for you guys is that motivation is going to come and go. You're gonna wake up some days and you're gonna just not feel like working out. And I get that question so much. How do I keep my discipline? How do I keep my motivation to work out? And honestly, there's no right answer that I can tell you that's gonna, I wish that I could tell you that when you start your fitness journey that you're always gonna wanna work out. You're always gonna feel motivated. You're not. Motivation is gonna come and go. But that's when discipline comes in, because discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. If you stay disciplined, you will get everything that you want, but it's going to be hard, especially starting out. And like the best advice I could really give you for that is maybe have an accountability partner, have a workout partner, you know, find someone who also has the same goals as you and work with them. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna mess up on your workouts. You're gonna mess up on your diet. It's okay. That's why it's called your fitness journey. Things happen for you on your time. It's your journey. You're on nobody's time when it comes to your body and your health. Don't restrict yourself to where you can't even enjoy your life. Don't start getting to the point of where you have to feel so motivated and so disciplined to work out that you skip out on a night of going out and drinking with your friends because you know you got to get up and go to the gym tomorrow. Don't restrict your life to where you don't even enjoy life. Don't go out to lunch and you're at your favorite place where you always get your favorite dish, and today you're not going to get that dish because you're trying to be strict on your diet. No, that's not me telling you to be inconsistent with what you're doing, because then you'll never see results. It's me telling you to be human and be okay and be happy and follow the 80-20 rule if it's the diet that you struggle with, or find a gym that has consistent classes every day if that's what you struggle with, going to the gym every day. Just find a way to keep yourself disciplined, because like I said, motivation is going to come and go. I'm not always motivated to work out, even to this day, but I still get it done because I still have goals to meet. And at the end of the day, I do it all for me. And that's what keeps me going. That's my motivation, is that I want to look a certain way. I want to feel a certain way in my life. And that's how that's where my motivation comes from. Okay, and my last gem for you guys is to be consistent. Stick to a plan. Results take time. Be patient with yourself. You can't just go to the gym 2-3 days out the week with absolutely no plan. You just go in there and look at what you want to do and just start lifting, and then you look in the mirror a month later and you're like, wow, why do I not have this? Why is my butt not bigger? Why? Because when it comes to that, you have to ask yourself, are you following a plan, or are you just going into the gym and bullshitting around and doing what you think is a good workout? So I say all that to say, just be consistent. And that's the thing, you have to be patient with it. So I gotta put a little promo in here. If you're not sure what you wanna do, go to justrightfitness.com. If you're looking to tone your core, I have a pain in the abs program. I have an in the gym glute guide program, and I have a home workout program. So granted, I don't have everything. I don't have upper body yet, but if you're looking to tone your core, you're looking to slim your waist, you're looking to lose some belly fat, I have a program for that. If you're looking to gain some muscle in your legs, see some real tonage going on with that butt, I have a program for that. You can do that in the gym or even at home. But even if you don't choose my plan, what I'm trying to say here is just stick to a plan and be consistent. Don't think that you can just do a plan for 2 weeks when it's a 6-week workout guide and then you don't see the results. So a lot of people are like, oh, I worked out for a month or 2 months straight and I didn't see results, so I stopped working out. That mindset right there just tells me you were never in it for the long run. You were never in it for the right reasons. You were never in it to really see that benefit of working out. So also write down your workouts. That helps. That's one thing that I didn't do when I first started working out, but I do it now. Write your workouts down. Write down what you did, how much weight you did, how many reps you did, so that when you go to the gym next time, you can say, oh, I did X, Y, and Z amount of reps and sets. Now I'm gonna up it. Progressive overload. That's where that comes in. That's how you change. That's how you see results in your body. You have to keep challenging your body. The thing about working out is that eventually you're gonna hit a plateau. Okay, you're gonna get to a point where your body's used to it. Your body's used to squatting X, Y, and Z amount of weight. Your body's used to doing so many lunges to the point where it doesn't even feel hard. So you have to be consistent. You have to stick to a plan. Take your time. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your body. And I promise you the results will come. Promise you. Jess Right Fitness guaranteed you will see results. Okay? So with all of that being said, guys, let me know what y'all think about this video. I really, truly from my heart hope this video has helped somebody see some insight with their fitness journey. I wish that I had done the research that you're doing right now. I hope that you guys take my advice. I hope that you take my gems and you listen and you felt that and you apply it to your life, because I promise you it'll help you so much. It'll help you skip all the years of the trial and error of what I had to do in order to learn what works for me. And even today I'm still on my fitness journey. I'm still learning what works for me. I'm still not even happy, 100% happy with my body, because I always feel like I could be better. I always feel like I could do better. All that being said, please go to justrightfitness.com right now. Go ahead and purchase your Pain in the Abs program for the summer. Y'all know the summer is coming around, so we got to get our bodies tight for the summer. Okay. And other than that, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram at Jess Right Fitness, at the Jess Nicole, at Jess Right Fitness on Instagram. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.